You know I put my keys somewhere, but I can't find them anywhere. Pastor Leslie, do you know where your keys are? Maybe I can borrow yours.
I always misplace them. It's just...
Oh no. Well, what are we going to do?
Don't you have one of those clapper things on it that if you clap it tells you?
I don't. Boys, y'all know where my keys are?
No, I don't know.
Oh man.
Well, you got something hanging on your...
Well, those are my school keys. Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. Let's just start the video.
Okay, that may be...
I'm gonna go over here and do the introduction real quick.
Okay.
And
I
then,
think I know where they are.
you think you know where they are?
I
Okay.
think you left them in your office.
Oh.
Okay. I'll tell you what. I'll keep looking for them after we finish recording. Okay.
Okay.
So,
all right.
I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna get all set up,
I have
and
the
we'll see what.
Oh!
Wait a second.
I just looked over by you and I found
I got
my keys.
Are these yours?
Yes, they are.
All right. This is mine. It goes right here.
Thank
It'll
you.
go here. And you know what? That's great, because that ties right in with our lesson this week. So hi everybody out there. I'm going to sit down and kind of go over a couple things before we get into the story. So you should have gotten some mail this week. You should have gotten a little letter, right? And then you should have gotten a coloring sheet. And it has a couple questions on it. Okay? This is the one without the answers. All right? This is for the kiddos. And then you should have one parents for you with the answers. Don't look at the answers, kids, trying to cheat and work ahead. So those are the answers, right? And then you have this lovely piece of paper. It has questions on it, and you get to circle the answers, and they're colorful, yeah. And then what my favorite thing this week is this. This is what I like to call, hold on, hide and go sheep. So it says cut out each sheep, and then hide them, and then go find them, and then you put them all together, and they make the verse. For the Son of Man has come to save that which was lost. Matthew 18, verse 11. You can do that one at home. That'll be fun. And then, here's another little game you can play this week. And you're going to have a coin attached to it. You put the coin underneath the picture, and you find it. Okay? And last but not least in your packet is an actual copy of the music. So that way, you guys...
Mr. Adam,
Yeah,
I'm
yes.
sorry, but I didn't put the music in.
Oh. Okay.
Maybe next week.
So maybe next week you can look for this in the
All right.
packet. All right. So hopefully you get all of that in the mail, and hopefully y'all are having a good old time with these games this week. So in lieu of a craft, you get to play games. I hope that's okay with y'all. So
Because it's Family Faith Adventure.
Family Faith Adventures, absolutely.
And don't you play games with your family?
I do. Don't you?
Yeah, Rexy and I play games all the time.
Don't y'all play games out there? Of course you do. So let's go in to Family Faith Adventures and learn a lesson.
You know what I have, Mr. Adam?
Hold on, we haven't started yet.
Oh,
I gotta make sure that we get the angle.
didn't we get you hooked? I wanted to.
All right. Hey, Liam, I know you're tired, bud. Can you put in some happiness? And Peyton, can you scoot your chair over there right next to Liam? Hey, that looks pretty good, Liam. That's a good happy
There's
face.
Skittles.
I've got Skittles in my
There's
office for
Skittles
you.
at the end of this.
All right.
Does that make you happy?
Ready? I'm gonna sit here.
Did you
next
get
to
this
Liam.
from me?
You're-
Did you give me hooking you?
I think so. We'll find out.
Well, yeah.
All right. You ready? Okay.
So, I'm going to do this again just in case you didn't get it. What? Why do you think I got this, Mr. Adam?
Man, I don't know. Is it raining outside?
No, it's not. It can't be ready.
Well, this is a classy shepherd staff.
Whoa, a classy shepherd staff.
Because you know, back in the day when the shepherds had to keep their sheep in line, they would kind of put this around their neck and pull them.
Oh.
So I wanted one that was really classy.
Nice. Well, you're kind of like.
It looks like an umbrella.
It
It
does.
does. It serves as two purposes.
Oh.
And so I brought this.
Or it's kind of like a cane.
It could be a cane too. And I also brought,
It could be.
what could it be?
Wait, you know, at stuff like if they fail.
Oh,
full of
swimming
us, eh?
pool.
Yeah.
This is a multi-purpose.
That's great.
But then I also brought my broom. So I'm going to tell you a story that you need a shepherd's staff for,
Okay.
and then another story that you need a broom for.
Cool. You know, last week we had a thing where every time you said a word, we got to do something. Do you have something like that this week too? That was really fun.
Oh, thanks for asking. When I say lost, what do you think we should do?
I think we should do Home Alone face.
Okay.
Ooh, Peyton's got the best Home Alone face.
Wow.
Ian, can you do Home Alone face?
For the burger, I got the blonde hair.
There you go.
Just like him.
All
And
right.
then there's another word.
What?
Because if something is lost, you hope it's
What's the opposite of lost?
yeah.
Found. What are we gonna do for found?
What do you think we should do?
Same thing.
There we go. Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up for found. I love it. Good.
So we're going to talk about the lost sheep and what happens when Jesus finds the sheep. And then we're going to tell another story about the lady losing a coin. And she swept and she cleaned and she swept. She
Found it.
You
Hey.
got it.
I think
Nice.
this is just a segue to get people to hit the like button.
So, back in the day, many years ago, there were a lot of people that had sheep.
Yes.
And they had shepherds to keep the sheep under control, right? Because what normally happens with a sheep?
They wander.
They wander. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
And so there was this shepherd, and he had 100 sheep. And he brought them all into the pen for the night, and he counted them, and he went 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
And you know what happened?
One was missing.
He got up to 99, and there wasn't 100. One was lost.
Oh no.
So what do you think he did? Did he just go to sleep?
No, he went looking for it, I bet.
You're absolutely right. And you know what happened? What do you think happened? Was it
What do you think, Liam? Do you think he?
he
Oh.
found it?
Yeah.
He left all of the 99 sheep alone and went looking for just one. That's pretty amazing, isn't it?
But who would stay and watch the sheep?
Nobody was. But that one
Oh,
sheep.
what if while he's gone, all the others will wander off?
Fortunately, that didn't happen, but that's a really good question.
That's a good question.
That's an excellent question, but we're lucky it didn't happen. But that one sheep, when it was lost,
I'm winning
the
this.
shepherd was so sad, but when he found it, he was so happy. And then there's this another story about lost and
Found.
Found.
found. Now this story
Lost and found. Yeah.
is about a lady who had 10 coins.
Wait a minute.
Can you show me how many is 10? 10 coins.
A dime?
Well, each coin was worth a lot.
Hmm.
And so she was counting her money. And again, she went 1, 2, 3, 4.
5, 6,
7, 8.
9, 10.
She didn't get to 10
Oh no.
because it was lost.
Ooh.
So you know what she did?
What?
She
You
looked-
went lucky.
She did go looking. She went all over the house. She looked under the rugs. She looked under the chairs. She looked in the cabinets. you know, she even decided that she would sweep.
Sweet like me.
And she kept sweeping.
Put your feet up.
And she found it.
And you are absolutely right. She found it.
Her floor was gonna be.
And you know what happened when she found it? She threw a party.
Oh,
She was so happy that she found it.
That's not.
Mr.
That's
Adam,
not fighting.
I have a question.
Penny.
hold on. Yes, what's your question?
Jesus told his disciples, like you and me, told them these stories.
He did.
Was Jesus talking about housekeeping and keeping your house clean? Or was he talking about being a good shepherd? I don't think so. Do you think so?
I don't know. You know what I think is interesting?
What do you think is interesting?
Isn't a pastor kind of like a shepherd?
Yeah,
And
sometimes.
she doesn't have to hold people and people.
Oh, sometimes I do, no?
You pulled me twice.
Right,
Just
yeah.
like, what do y'all think, boys? Do you think Jesus told this story to talk about sweeping your floor, or do you think he told it for another reason?
To keep track of things.
Okay.
Yeah,
No.
that'd be
What do
good.
you think, Liam? Are you
No.
gonna give a silly answer? Liam's gonna give a silly answer.
No. That's so you can find that.
Well, you know what it really was? He wanted us to know that to him, everybody was special and everything was special. And that if we get lost, he'll leave the other 99 sheep to go find us because we're so important.
So we're like sheep.
Yeah, and each sheep is important to Jesus. And he will go and find us.
Nice.
And then we're kind of like the coins too.
Hold on. You have to stop because every sound you make is on the recording.
He was counting his coins.
Ready? Go.
And so, you know, the coins are the same idea. You know, like every coin was important. And so the woman spent the entire day looking for that other coin. And that's what Jesus does for each of us. When we're lost, he goes to find us. And then, you know what happens when he finds us?
You'll fall apart.
He throws a
He throws a party. You're
Goodness.
absolutely right. Isn't that a pretty cool Jesus? He loves us so much that
I
he,
just guessed that.
you guessed pretty smart. That's a pretty cool Jesus. So, you know, I think your song talks about rejoicing and celebrating.
It does.
So I think that's what Jesus does when he finds us.
That's cool.
So thanks for letting me tell my story.
Yeah, so last week we rejoiced and celebrated about a wedding with Jesus.
Right, yeah.
And water and wine.
Yeah,
And
party.
this week we celebrate about Jesus being a good shepherd.
The
and
lost
us being the
being
sheep.
found.
And the lost being found.
Right.
That's super cool.
And then you're going to sing about it.
We are going to sing about it. That's great.
Okay.
Well, in that case, let's transition over to the singing part.
I'm going to sweep away.
Okay.
Wait.
All right, we're going to the music room.
What about last time? I wasn't there. There was never last time.
There was a last time.